Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another General Collective Energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. So I hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. For those of you that don't know, we do have a Patreon page. It is B's Intuition on Patreon. So you guys are more than welcome to join us. So when I was shuffling a deck, there's two cards that slid out. It's the protection card and it's the heart chakra card. So I don't know. Somebody's, like heart chakra could be blocked. Or this is, like somebody being told to protect their heart. Or they're, it's somebody, that, like they're protecting their heart out here. I don't know. Somebody's first name or last name could start with a J or a H. I'm also picking up something about loyalty as well. Because I'm hearing loyalty. And I'm seeing that card that's in, the deck that we have. The card with the dog. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a dog. But yeah. Something about loyalty is very significant. I don't know. Let's just hop in and see what's going on. At the bottom of the deck, we got you reap what you sow. So I don't know. Somebody could be reaping what they have sown out here, or somebody could be about to like reap what they have sown. Ooh, but something about the heart, because that is a heart. Somebody could be about to reap like some type of heartbreak. It could be because they've sown some type of heartbreak out here. Holy Spirit. We got the platform card that flipped over. So somebody could have a platform, Somebody could be like a public speaker. I feel like whatever somebody's doing, because this is also too like the standing on business card. So somebody's standing on business, This could be, like just standing on business when it comes to, like what they'll stand for and what they won't. Yeah, what they won't stand for, Yeah, this is also giving me too like a pedestal. Somebody's table definitely could be being prepared for them in the presence of their enemies. And somebody's enemies definitely are getting ready to be, like their footstools out here. So something about people reaping what they have sown. Yeah, and it has something to do with creating illusions out here. So I don't know. There could be, like some people with, like some platforms, that could be creating illusions. Somebody definitely could be a teacher out here. Somebody, could be a master number 22 or a master number 23. Somebody could be a master teacher, a master builder. Somebody, could be going towards, like getting their master's degree in something. But it's something about, somebody creating illusions out here. Something about, the bigger picture, or somebody, like painting, like a picture. But I'm not getting like, like physically painting a picture. This is like, like somebody, like creating an illusion, by, making up, like a whole dramatic story out here. Somebody's very dramatic out here. For sure. Give me another one, please, Holy Spirit. Yeah, something's made up out here. It's a lot of kids There's a lot of kids on these cards. So something about, yeah, somebody, could have a lot of kids, or somebody, yeah, could be, like a teacher. So of course, yeah, they're around kids all the time. It's a woman on this card and a man on this card. There could be a woman, that, yeah, like could be operating in their masculine energy, and then there's a masculine energy that could be operating, like in their feminine energy out here. But it's giving me two, yeah, like two people, like getting ready to come together, to do something. So this could be, like two teachers coming together, to, help, like a group of kids to, pass, like some type of big test, or, two teachers, like coming together, to, like go to the, like board of education, to bring forth, like some type of issues, that, like that they have, like, when it comes to, like to the education. I don't know. That's just an example that I'm using, but it's something about, yeah, like two people coming together out here. This is giving me, yeah, collaboration. But something definitely is taking a toll on somebody out here. I feel like for somebody, yeah, there's somebody, that, yeah, like they could have made up with somebody, so like went back to somebody, and now it's, like taking a toll on them. I feel like there's a lot of things that definitely could be taking a toll on somebody. Something definitely is taking, like a toll on somebody's household for sure. I mean, it could be the fact, that, yeah, somebody has a lot of kids, and so, yeah, it's a lot of mouths to feed, a lot of bodies to bathe, a lot of, bodies, like to keep warm at night, or to keep cool, in the summertime, a lot of activities, a lot of, yeah, kids are very active, so it's something about, yeah, like, something, like, yeah, like taking a toll on somebody out here. But it goes back to, yeah, like you reap what you have sown. So, why is this platform card here? Somebody's first name or last name could start with an M. Somebody definitely, yeah, could get caught red-handed, because this is the caught red-handed card. Somebody definitely, yeah, could get caught red-handed, like being all up in somebody's business. But I feel like it's not, like somebody, like just asking questions. This is like, yeah, like somebody, like investigating somebody looking into somebody, like looking into, like somebody's kids, where somebody works, Somebody, could get caught, a kid could get caught red-handed, and it has something to do, with like a teacher, or there could be a teacher, that could get caught red-handed, I feel like, yeah, when it comes to those that have kids, yeah, protect your kids, But yeah, somebody getting caught red-handed, like trying to create some type of illusions out here. Somebody, could be caught red-handed stealing as well. Somebody definitely is creating illusions like that they're being productive, because this is the productivity card. So somebody, is acting like that they're busy, or they're acting like, that, yeah, like they have a lot of stuff going on, but they don't. This is like somebody, yeah, like with this platform card. So somebody, could, yeah, like their, social media platform, it could look, like really good. But it's only because, like they're stealing from other content creators to create, like their platform. They're really not putting any type of productivity, into it, This is somebody that, yeah, like, they take other people's creativity, and try to make it their own. That's for somebody, not everybody. So y'all with these platforms, just be aware. But with this caught red-handed, yeah, there are people that are about to start getting caught red-handed. So there could be people, you know, that, yeah, like their platforms could be removed, or they, you know, like just disappear, you know, like off of social media. Somebody's aunt could be involved in something. Or somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an A, an N, or a T. Why is this creating illusions here? We got the spirit guide card that came out. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an O. Somebody's like name could be Mo, or nickname could be Mo, or somebody, you know, could be from Missouri. Yeah. With this spirit guide card coming out, this is giving me, yeah, like, and especially with this caught red-handed, yeah, this is giving me, you know, like, somebody, you know, already, you know, like, yeah, having some type of information out here. And then we have the umbrella of protection. So, yeah. Somebody's spirit guide definitely, you know, could be, you know, like, protecting them from something. So it goes back to the beginning of the message, you know, like somebody protecting their heart, or, you know, like somebody guarding their heart, or, you know, like somebody, you know, like, I don't know. It's, yeah, protection. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a U. Somebody owes somebody something out here. Wow. There definitely could be somebody, you know, that could be walking around, you know, like, yeah, like somebody owes them something. You know, it's giving me, you know, like an entitled energy. But I feel like that, yeah, like, somebody definitely, yeah, could, like, owe somebody something. Why is this platform card with this caught red-handed here? Yeah, we got a child. Y'all, when it comes to social media, yeah, make sure you educate your kids about social media, you know? Because I feel like yeah, like, there's some weird stuff going on social media, especially when it comes to, yeah, like kids. Somebody definitely, yeah, could get caught red-handed, you know, like with a kid. Somebody definitely is about to be taught a lesson out here. But I'm also picking up too, yeah, like childish, immature adults as well. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have a lot of kids. The oldest kid could be 18. Somebody, you know, could have like 5 kids. Something about, yeah, like a child's picture. A picture of a child. Somebody, you know, could get caught red-handed with a picture of a child. Why is this creating illusions here? The spirit guide. We got courthouse. Who? Who made it up? Somebody, you know, could be trying to figure out who made something up out here. I don't know, you know, it has something to do with court. But with this child in this courthouse, this is giving me, you know, like family court. So somebody, you know, could have to go to family court. Why is this made up here with this umbrella of protection? Wow. Somebody definitely, yeah, has been being protected from something since they were a kid. Or somebody, you know, has been, you know, like, or there's some information that's been protected from somebody since they were a kid. But we got sudden wealth. So it could have something to do with, yeah, like some type of sudden wealth. You could be seeing the angel number 1811, 211, 311, 811. So y'all already know when those 11s come out, it lets me know that, yeah, Somebody's spiritual team is on it, but we already got a spirit guide out here. And then, yeah, we have great fortune at the bottom of the deck. So, November could be significant. November the 18th and November the 23rd. The year of 2023 could be significant. Yeah. Somebody could be a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. November the 26th could be significant. The year of 2026 could be significant. Why is this child here? We got despair. So somebody you know could be in despair about a child. Somebody you know could get caught red-handed stealing from work. Somebody you know could like lose their job out here. But it's something about, yeah, like going back to, yeah, like somebody creating illusions. I feel like somebody definitely, yeah, is gonna feel left out of something, or somebody, you know, yeah, like they're gonna find out, you know, that, yeah, like that they, you know, this is giving me, you know, like, yeah, like somebody, you know, going back to, yeah, like that entitled energy, you know. So yeah, you know, this is somebody that, yeah, like they can feel like that the world owes them, you know, everything, or, you know, yeah, like somebody just being mad at the world. And so, you know, because, you know, like they could be in that energy, you know, or they were in that energy in the past, you know, they could have done some stuff, you know. And yeah, they could be reaping what they have sown, you know, from, yeah, doing that. Why is this courthouse here? We got imprisonment, but it came out in the reverse. Somebody, you know, could, yeah, like get out of jail or prison out here. This could be spiritual jail or physical jail, but with this imprisonment in the reverse, it's giving me, yeah, like somebody's being freed of some stuff. Wow. Why is this sudden wealth here? Somebody, you know, could be, you know, like free of some type of legal issues out here. Yeah, but we got the Distant Horizons card, so somebody's being protected. Somebody's definitely, yeah, like trying to end somebody's future out here, or somebody, you know, yeah, like they're trying to, you know, like stop somebody from, you know, like building, you know, like some type of generational wealth, because that's also what I'm picking up too, you know, with like kids, you know. So yeah, like somebody, you know, this is giving me, you know, like, yeah, like somebody, you know, they didn't have anything, you know, and so yeah, they started to, you know, like create, you know. So somebody, you know, they could have gotten a social media platform, you know, and so yeah, their social media platform could be, you know, like doing good, you know, to where, you know, the, yeah, like they can, you know, like you know, like do something else, you know. So yeah, like they have a social media platform. So then, you know, like somebody, you know, they gain enough to know to, you know, be able to start a real estate company, or, you know, start a house cleaning business or whatever have you. So I feel like like somebody definitely, yeah, is trying to, you know, disrupt, you know, like, yeah, like the future, or, you know, they're trying to stop somebody, you know, like from building generational wealth, or, you know, this is like, yeah, like somebody, you know, wanting to build a house, you know, and so yeah, they've gotten all the clearances that they need to build a house, but yeah, like there's somebody that's down the road, you know, that keeps going, you know, to the city saying, oh, well they're, you know, digging too close to, you know, the tree, and, you know, after, yeah, like somebody has already gotten permission, you know, to, yeah, dig, and they already know, you know, how far that they can go. Something about, yeah, like somebody getting permission to do something. I feel like somebody didn't have permission to do something. So that's another reason why, you know, they could be, yeah, reaping what they have sown out here. It says you will soon be surprised and grateful for how everything happened the way it did, for you to receive better and greater. It's all adding up in your favor. Trust the process and how things are unfolding. So that's what somebody's being told to do. Trust the process and how things are unfolding. So somebody needs to know that they will soon be surprised and grateful for how everything happened the way it did. For, like somebody to receive, like better and greater out here. Yeah, somebody's first, middle, last name definitely, could start with an M. We got divine intervention. So divine intervention definitely, is at play. I mean, but yeah, we got a spirit guide out here. So yeah, somebody needs to know that, like their spiritual team, the Most High God, is intervening on their behalf out here. If somebody, feels like, that they're out of options, when it comes, like to something in their life, I feel like that's why, like the divine is intervening. But somebody definitely, could have felt like that they were out of options, and so, they made something up. Or, whatever they did, they did. This is like somebody, feeling like that they didn't have any other option. They wanted to be free. So, like, they could have had to, like, tell on somebody, to, get out of jail or prison, I don't know. It's giving me, like somebody, that, like going back to, like that entitled energy, or, like somebody, feeling like like the world owes them something, or, like people, like around them owe them something. And it's kind of like whoever this is, like they could have burned a lot of bridges, they could have, like crossed a lot of people. And so, like, they could be, like, feeling like that they're on their own, or, like people could, be like, well, the bridge has been burned, and there's nothing else to talk about. Don't come over here asking for nothing, no help, no nothing, you feel me? So I feel like it's kind of giving me somebody feels like they're out of options, but I feel like that somebody, could have done something stupid, because they felt like that they were out of options. And whoever this is, they could be refusing to apologize for whatever they have done. Whoever this is, they could be having some type of bad memories, or this is somebody, that, like they've caused, like, people to have bad memories about them, or bad memories, about, like, like what, like they have done, like to somebody or some people. Somebody definitely is embarrassed, because if y'all see this person, they have their head down, and they have their hand over their head, like, like they're embarrassed. Yeah, whoever this is, their confidence could be taking a big hit out here. I feel like because somebody's confidence is taking a big hit, I feel like that they're going to try to do something, to like boost themselves back up. So this is like, so going back to somebody, having, like a social media platform. So, they got caught red-handed stealing, or they got caught red-handed clickbaiting, or they got caught red-handed, whatever, they have gotten caught red-handed doing. And, like, so they're losing. And so, it's causing their confidence to take a big hit. So I feel like somebody, is going to try to do something, and I feel like it could be something stupid, because they feel like they're out of options. And I feel like that they're going to, find out the hard way that they should have just, figured, like another way out of it. Or, like, came up with some type of other idea than, feeling like that they're out of options. We got cut the cord. Somebody, could have to cut the cord, like, as far as, like, somebody passing away out here. But I'm also picking up, too, that, like, going back to, like, the entitled mindset, somebody, feeling like, the world owes them something. I feel like, with this cut the cord, this is like, people cutting the cord on somebody. So, whoever this is, their confidence can be taking a big hit. But whoever this is, they could have also, yeah, stole something. Whoever this is, yeah, they could be, embarrassed because, yeah, they could have committed theft by deception out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, they're trying to do something to keep themselves from getting locked up out here. I don't know, somebody, this is somebody that's close to somebody, so they're just going to try to make up with somebody, So this could be like an ex-lover or, like a brother or a sister, Somebody that somebody has known, yeah, since they were a child, for sure. Yep. But we got unemployed and we got jobless. So somebody definitely, yeah, is unemployed. They're jobless because on this despair card, it says not hiring. And yeah, there are people, and I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's people in the windows back there looking at that person like, yeah, you ain't working here. Somebody definitely is a thief out here. But their confidence is taking a big hit because of, yeah, like, like what they had chose to do. Out of, anger or out of, spite or out of, yeah, like going back to, yeah, everybody owes me. I don't owe them. But whoever this is, they owe it to themselves. I feel like, yeah, to be truthful to themselves. Somebody's life path could be the life path number 4, which is all about foundation. So yeah, somebody is in the process of building like a stable foundation out here. And I feel like like there's somebody that they did something to try to cause like somebody's foundation to crumble, and so whoever this is, their foundation definitely could be crumbling because at the beginning of the message, you reap what you sow. Yep, whoever this is, they felt like that they were out of options. So yeah, they decided to get in the fluck around and find out energy. And so yeah, whoever this is, they're about to fluck around and find out. So this is somebody that, like they're trying to shake somebody's foundation or they're trying to cause somebody's foundation to crumble, or that's what they did. And so like this person, they could have, built a foundation off of, like somebody else's creativity, somebody else's money, somebody else's energy, And so, it's kind of like, so this person, they've been, like riding on somebody else's wave, hanging on to somebody's else's coattail. But now, the cord has been cut, or like whoever this is, they didn't get permission, or it's something about like somebody doing something that they weren't supposed to do. And so they're about to fluck around and find out. We got 555, so you could be seeing the angel number 555. Somebody definitely is trying to diffuse a situation out here. We got an Aries, so there's an Aries involved. It could be a judge that could be trying to diffuse a situation, or a father, baby father, a boss. But we got disappointing conversation. So there could be, some type of disappointing conversation that somebody, could have to have out here. I don't know. For somebody, it could be, with some kids. It could be a disappointing conversation, when it comes to, like some type of court situation. Somebody committed blasphemy out here. Something about creating illusions under God, or this is like somebody like putting their hand on the Bible, like they're in court. They put their hand on the Bible and they say, I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God, and they say, yeah, I do, or this is like court officials, committing blasphemy, because how like court officials, people, in the government, like they're sworn in, but it's under God, I don't know, somebody, could have gotten married, and like they did something, it could be, like somebody got married to somebody that they weren't supposed to, that God told them not to get married to, So somebody's reaping what they sow, or reaping what they have sown. And nobody is exempt from this, no one is excluded from this punishment. It could just be people in general with platforms, This could be, people in the churches, people in the government. People on social media. We got a Libra Scorpio cusper, so there's a Libra Scorpio cusper involved. We got confirmation. So somebody, is about to receive some type of confirmation. And it has something to do with, like who's included in some type of punishment. This confirmation, could have something to do, like with the courts. Somebody, could receive some type of confirmation through, like some stuff that is going on in somebody or some people's lives, as far as, them reaping what they have sown when it comes to committing blasphemy out here. Somebody definitely could have been trying to rewrite something, or, like somebody, I don't know, but something was already written. So something was already written. It's giving me too, like a spiritual contract already, written, and somebody tries to rewrite, like the contract, the spiritual contract. But the spiritual contract was written by the Most High God. So you're lacking reverence for God, when you try to rewrite something, that was already written by the Most High God. Somebody, could be trying to, like take words from the Bible, and like make it their own, or like they're trying to, like discredit, God's word in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But somebody definitely, is being told, to stay consistent and don't get distracted. So there are some people that, they've been in the fluck around and find out energy, and they're about to fluck around and find out. This is like, like with the theft by deception, with this blasphemy, this is like, stealing, from, truth speakers, stealing from, light workers, stealing from, like those that are doing, the work of the Most High God. But they are for sure doing the work of the Most High God. So they whoever it is, they lack reverence of God. God put those people in those positions. So something about, like somebody trying to remove somebody from a position that God put them in. But there's somebody or some people that definitely, going the wrong way. So stay consistent. Don't get distracted when it comes to, whatever this is. Somebody, could want to have some type of disappointing conversation with somebody just to distract somebody, because they're, included in some type of punishment out here. Somebody definitely could be trying to distract somebody. Somebody, could be trying to figure out, like what somebody knows out here. But this is also too, like nobody is excluded from some punishment, even, like even with what they know. So this is like, people, because there are people, that, like know better, but there are people that don't know better, so like there are people, that like they've read God's word in some way, shape, form, or fashion. They've been to church, or they've gotten some type of religious, teaching, or some type of spiritual teaching, versus other people, a lot of people haven't, So it doesn't matter, what somebody knows, or what somebody doesn't know. Nobody's excluded from, like this punishment. But it's also giving me too, yeah, like somebody trying to act like, that they didn't know, yeah, like what was, like gonna take place, or, acting like that they didn't know that, yeah, like them creating these illusions, to people in high places, or creating illusions, like in their community, I guess they thought that they weren't gonna get caught. But yep, we got sentenced to jail or prison. So somebody is about to receive some type of confirmation that somebody definitely is being sentenced to jail or prison. But this could be spiritual jail or spiritual prison, But it's giving me, yeah, as above, so below. Yeah, there's some people that are unaware of their impacts on other people's lives. So it's, yeah, people with these platforms, people standing up in front of the pulpit, at church. It's teachers, it's, it's doctors, it's people, that, yeah, like they're supposed to be helping people. So there are, yeah, like some people, that, yeah, like they claim to help people, or they claim, to, yeah, like be of God, but yeah, like they've been creating illusions. It's not real. It's not true. People telling, somebody lied for somebody, and now they're mixed up in some type of drama. So somebody could have lied, yeah, in court. But yeah, it doesn't matter what somebody knows or what they don't know. Yeah, nobody is excluded from this punishment. But something about, yeah, theft by deception. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be self-medicating with drugs and alcohol out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, spends a lot of money on drugs and alcohol. But yeah, there's also somebody else that's about to receive confirmation that they were mad at the wrong person. So it goes back to, yeah, that entitlement mindset, or yeah, you owe me, or yeah, I don't owe you nothing, or whatever. Yeah, somebody's about to receive confirmation that, yeah, they're mad at the wrong person. This is also giving me too, yeah, like somebody or some people, thinking, that, yeah, like some stuff that's going on in their lives, it's because of some certain person. But nah, it's clear why, yeah, some stuff is going on for some of these people, because, yeah, they committed blasphemy. But we got signing paperwork. So somebody, could be signing some type of paperwork out here. Somebody, could be signing some type of paperwork that they made up. A whole story out here. Somebody's living in the past out here. And somebody's walking around, yeah, with a guilty conscience. So going back to, like, yeah, like, you owe me, I don't owe you. Yeah, somebody's living in the past. I feel like it's kind of like, yeah, this would be like, like a mother and child, so yeah, like, but the child, is 18 now. So yeah, like, the parent has done their job, so now it's you gotta, spread your wings and fly. This is the child, yeah, like their mom tells them, yeah, well, 18 years old, it's time to get a job, yada yada, blase blase. And yeah, like the 18-year-old is like, oh, why do I gotta get a job? You owe me. Remember, back in the day, yeah, somebody's living in the past, and I'm just using that as an example. So we got, it's time to talk. So somebody, could be signing some type of paperwork. This could have something to do, with like the courts. Somebody, could want to have a conversation with somebody because they had a dream about their fate. This could have something to do, with somebody self-medicating with drugs and alcohol. So maybe that's what that, cut the cord or pull the plug, cut the cord energy was. Maybe somebody, saw themselves, yeah, like laying in a hospital bed, or, I don't know. But somebody definitely, yeah, had a dream about their fate. Yep. So there's somebody that definitely, yeah, wants to reveal some information to somebody. Whatever somebody has done, it was an epic fail. Their illusions, epic fail. Them making up whatever, epic fail. them lying for somebody, you know, epic fail. Now they're all mixed up in, yeah, somebody's drama. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But we got you are on point. So somebody's about to receive a confirmation that they're on point. And I feel like it's some information, you know, that somebody already knows. So if somebody wants to reveal some information to somebody, somebody already knows some information. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Somebody's also, yeah, getting hit where it hurts. Yeah, it came right back out, yeah. Somebody could want to reveal some information to somebody that they had a dream about, you know, like their fate. We got generational curse broken. So somebody definitely, yeah, could have broken some type of generational curse out here. So it's a lot of kids out here. So something about, yeah, breaking generational curses. Yeah, because it's all about action. We got some karmic friends. So there's some karmic friends that could be getting hit where it hurts. Some karmic friends could be, yeah, swallowing their pride out here. There's some people that, yeah, somebody or some people definitely, yeah, want to, you know, like reveal some information to somebody. Wow. We got they have been hospitalized. So somebody can find out that, yeah, somebody has been hospitalized. Somebody, you know, can find out that somebody's karmic friends have been hospitalized. We got a Virgo. So there's a Virgo involved. Somebody's moving on up out here while people are getting hit where it hurts. But this getting hit where it hurts is, yeah, reaping what they have sown. Yeah, they were in some type of fluck around and found out energy. And, yeah, like they're flucking around and finding out. Yeah. Flucking around and finding out that, yeah, they done wrecked their life. Somebody, you know, could have, yeah, like allowed, you know, like their karmic friends to help them wreck their life as well. But we got diarrhea mouth, so somebody talks too much out here. So something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, like having some type of disappointing conversation with somebody. But I feel like that this disappointing conversation, it's to, you know, like, yeah, cause, you know, like somebody to be distracted out here. Because somebody definitely, yeah, is being exposed for being a liar and they're mad. Whoever this is, yeah, their life could be uncontrollable. Somebody definitely, yeah, they talk too much. That's one reason why, yeah, they're in this position. Yep. But there is somebody or some people that, yeah, they're about to receive confirmation that, yeah, they have been mad at the wrong person this whole time. So, yeah, somebody, you know, needs to, yeah, be mad at themselves, you know, yeah, going back to, yeah, like somebody needs to be, you know, like real with themselves, yeah. Be mad at themselves. Be mad at the fact that they committed blasphemy. Be mad at the fact that they allowed, you know, like their karmic friends, you know, to, yeah, like lead them, you know, to destruction. Yeah, whoever this is, if they would have been a leader instead of a follower, then, yeah, they probably wouldn't be in this situation. So this is like, you know, going back to, yeah, like somebody having a social media platform. And so, yeah, somebody, you know, comes across, you know, somebody else that has a social media platform. And they're like, yeah, how do you get all those, you know, followers or subscribers or whatever? And, you know, when they tell them, oh, I just steal other people's content, you know, they won't know. You know, it won't matter. Until they get caught. But, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, is sending somebody the evil eye heavy. Yeah. Somebody's being told to be aware of some type of fake reconciliation. So something about, yeah, like somebody, like wanting to make up with somebody. Because, yeah, there's a spiritual connection, that, yeah, it's already written. It's already been written. Mm-hmm. Yep. And somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, like they're on the road to, yeah, financial freedom out here. Somebody done got caught red-handed, yeah, trying to, veer in, not even veer in, somebody's lane on, the road to financial freedom. But yeah, they didn't have the, they didn't have the pass, to, yeah, get on the road to financial freedom. They didn't have, yeah, the whatever it is that they needed, like to, yeah, get on the road to financial freedom out here. So yeah, they stole or they manipulated or whatever they done. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so be aware of a devil in a new dress or a new suit out here. Mm-hmm. Yep. Somebody's been through a lot to get where they are. So I feel like whoever these people are, yeah, going back to, yeah, they owe me, or, the world owes me, or however, whoever this is feels. Yeah, but somebody's been through a lot, so somebody, they didn't, whine, they didn't complain, they didn't, yeah, you owe me, or whatever, somebody, they weren't mad at the world, yeah, they just figured it out. And so, yeah, somebody went through a lot to get where they are. There's somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, spends a lot of time on social media. This definitely could be, yeah, watching somebody, but it's also too, yeah, like somebody, has been through a lot to get where they are. Somebody, could have worked 2.5 jobs, with, yeah, multiple kids, could have went to college while they had multiple kids, while they were working, their 2.5 jobs, all type of stuff. While other people, yeah, they just spend a lot of time on social media and think that, yeah, like something is supposed to be handed to them, or, like it's okay for, like them to steal, or this is like, yeah, people, like in somebody's neighborhood, yeah, don't do nothing but sit on the porch all day and then, yeah, walk up and down the street, asking neighbors, can I borrow this? Can I borrow that? We got a brother, so there's a brother involved. Be aware of this devil in a new dress or a new suit. That could be, yeah, somebody's brother. Somebody's gonna act like that they're brand new out here. Or there are people, that feel like that somebody's acting brand new. Yeah, somebody definitely could be acting brand new. Somebody, could have went through, like a big transformation. Somebody, could have went through a rebirth. But yeah, there are somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, they're suffering from staying attached to people and possessions out here. So that's why, yeah, going back to, like somebody, like living in the past, stuck in the past, yeah, living, like some type of past lifestyle. So this is like, yeah, like when somebody, was like, a teenager, yeah, they, they stole from Walmart, and did all type of stuff, so now somebody, yeah, they're 36 years old, and they're still, yeah, stealing out of Walmart, yeah, like not, like, it's crazy. So somebody definitely, yeah, has shown kindness and empathy towards others even when life was hard. So going back to, yeah, somebody, went through a lot to get where they are, but somebody still showed kindness and empathy towards others even when their life was hard. We got separation or divorce. So somebody, could be, getting some type of separation, going through some type of separation or divorce. Or somebody, could just be, yeah, like separating, from some people. Somebody, could be separating from their brother, going back to, yeah, like cut the cord. Something about, yeah, like somebody cutting the cord. I don't know, somebody, can have to cut the cord, like on their brother out here. When it comes, like going back to, yeah, they have been hospitalized. But we got ATM. So there are some people that definitely, yeah, could look at somebody, like ATM out here. So that could be what somebody, is being told, cut the cord on whoever these people are. I don't know, there's a card that flew somewhere. I'll find it later. But we got lesson learned. So somebody definitely, yeah, they done learned some type of lesson out here. And so, yeah, it's time for a level up. I feel like somebody done learned some type of lesson about, yeah, like, like making peace, not war, Somebody, has learned a lesson, about, yeah, like going through it to get to it, like not cutting corners, Yeah. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be learning some type of lesson when it comes to, like, their brother. Yeah, you could be seeing the angel number 22. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be a master number 22 out here. But there definitely could be somebody that could want to take full responsibility for their actions out here. I just don't like the devil in a new dress or suit. But yeah, there's a lot of talk that's going on. The birds are chirping. But this birds are chirping is also giving me too, yeah, like somebody receiving, like a lot of spiritual downloads out here. So somebody is being told to, yeah, embrace your abilities because, yeah, they are blessings. So, yeah, when it comes to somebody's, like abilities, this is like, yeah, like somebody's psychic abilities, somebody's spiritual abilities. Yeah, because, somebody's able to spot out the devils in the new dresses and the new suits out here. Somebody, yeah, they could be on the road to financial freedom, but it's because of, yeah, like somebody's abilities. And it don't have to necessarily be somebody's spiritual abilities. It could be, yeah, somebody's physical abilities. But, yeah, whatever abilities that somebody has, yeah, embrace them because, yeah, they're blessings. But, yeah, there's somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, are triggered by somebody's power out here. It's an energetic thief. Wow, so going back to, yeah, theft by deception. So somebody was stealing energy deceptively out here. Somebody, could have been stealing a lot of stuff deceptively. This is like, yeah, like somebody, energetically stealing from somebody and then, yeah, like taking it, like to past people, the same people that they're suffering from staying attached to. Yeah, somebody needs to embrace their abilities because they are blessings. And everybody definitely, yeah, is about to find out that, yeah, like you healed your bloodline out here. Everybody knows something but you. So I feel like you're about to find out something out here. But when it comes to, like yeah, like whoever the energetic thieves are, yeah, absolutely not. It's a no. So I feel like, yeah, when it comes to, yeah, like people, energetically stealing from somebody or even, like physically stealing from somebody, it's a done deal for that. Somebody's secret life definitely is about to be revealed as well. Yep. There are some people that, yeah, they thought it was a game. So, yeah, they were in that fluck around energy, and, yeah, they're flucking around and finding out, Yep. Somebody's having money problems out here. Somebody could be a Gemini, Cancer, Cusper. But, yeah, it was a game, yeah, for somebody, to, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, was trying to cause somebody, to have money problems. Somebody was trying to cause somebody's, foundation to crumble. Somebody, whatever somebody doesn't know and everybody else does know, I feel like it's because of lack of communication. So somebody, could have, already, cut the cord on some people. Or that's what somebody or some people are going to try to say. Well, we didn't tell you because you don't talk to us. The same person that possibly, could say that is the diarrhea mouth. So, there's somebody or some people that are learning what talking too much gets them. And somebody definitely needs to know that, change is healthy and good. So somebody's being told to, embrace it. Somebody definitely, could benefit, like with changing, like their PIN numbers, their passwords, things of that nature. We got a divine feminine, so there's a divine feminine involved. There definitely could be somebody or some people that, could be learning what talking too much gets them when it comes to a divine feminine. There's also some people, that, they could have looked at a divine feminine like an ATM. Somebody, they learned. There's a divine feminine that definitely, has learned, like a lesson, so it's time for a level up. And there's a divine feminine, that, needs to embrace their abilities. They are blessings. So divine feminine, or divine, or divine masculine, that's operating in their divine feminine energy. Just know that, you got people triggered by your power. We got Judas. So somebody's, there's a Judas in somebody's camp. It could be somebody's brother. Judas, wants to be seen as a powerful person. Somebody in this situation wants to be seen as a powerful person. Somebody wanted somebody's spot. They wanted somebody's position. They wanted, There definitely is somebody or some people that definitely, could be arguing over some type of legal issues. It can have something to do with a death, because that's what I just saw, the death card. We got a Leo, so you could be a Leo or have Leo in your chart. There's a Leo involved. We got an ex-lover, so there's an ex-lover involved. There's an ex-lover that's operating in Judas energy. There could be an ex-lover, could be trying to, stage some type of fake reconciliation with somebody. There's an ex-lover that definitely, was trying to, energetically steal from somebody. Or, there's some, an ex-lover, that they got with somebody new, and they were still, trying to siphon, energetically, steal from somebody to take it back to, whoever they were taking it back to. But we got don't look back. So somebody's being told don't look back. So going back to the beginning of the message, protect your heart. Wow. Somebody's ex-lover could try to get some revenge using a picture or a video or something like that. Somebody, they could be having some type of money problems for trying to get some type of revenge. But somebody definitely could be in trouble when it comes to, using some type of picture or video out here. Somebody did something without permission. We got Virgo season. So we technically, we just left out of Virgo season, so this is going on now. But we got receiving a gift. So somebody could be receiving a gift out here. This could be, like a new spiritual gift. This could be a physical gift out here. But I just feel like somebody just needs to be aware with the devil in a new dress or a new suit, because the devil knows when a blessing is coming. That's for sure. But the gift could be, like a spiritual connection. The color blue could be significant. But we got payback is a must. So somebody, revenge. So somebody was trying to get some type of payback. I feel like that they just didn't know who they were trying to get some payback on. They thought that somebody was a punk pussy pushover. So whoever this is, they're falling victim to their own negative projections out here. They got legal issues when it comes to using a picture or video, when it comes to whatever it is, you know, that they were doing. Yeah. Yeah, whoever these people are, they're finding out that, yeah, them choosing to be in the fluck around and find out energy, yeah, it was a bad idea. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be realizing, you know, there was a bad idea to try to get some type of revenge on somebody. This is giving me revenge, PORN, because this is kind of like, yeah, like, you know, then, you know, like somebody's under investigation and they forget that they got, you know, child, PORN, you know, like on, you know, their computer, you know, and then, yeah, like they get caught. It's crazy out here. Yeah, people are finding out that it was a bad idea when they were trying to get some type of evidence on somebody. It could be somebody's ops, you know. It could be, you know, like a detective, you know, that could have been trying to get some evidence on somebody. Definitely, yeah, betrayer, Judas. Somebody, you know, could have been, you know, like trying to trigger somebody, you know, to get somebody to cause a big scene. But I feel like somebody has already caused some type of big scene, and that was also a bad idea. But yeah, several fingers are being pointed at them. Whoever them is. It could be an ex-lover. It could be somebody's brother. So if something, you know, was stolen, you will get it back. You will get back what belongs to you. If somebody, you know, was stealing energetically, yeah, you're going to receive that energy back. You know, if somebody, you know, was yeah, trying to steal, you know, like a spiritual, you know, contract, you know, or somebody that somebody had a spiritual connection with, well, it was already written, you know, so regardless, you know, of how long somebody done been gone, yeah, that's still your person, that's still your divine counterpart. But it doesn't mean that, you know, y'all get together, you know, for, you know, like a love situation. It could mean y'all come together, you know, to, yeah, you know, create a charity for children, or, you know, come together to be mentors for children. I'm also picking up, too, that somebody definitely could have been trying to send telepathic messages to somebody, and they just didn't know how strong somebody was, and so it's kind of like, yeah, them sending telepathic messages to somebody, it's caused somebody, yeah, to know a lot of information that they didn't think that somebody, you know, would find out about. But we got March, so something, you know, could have taken place in March, or something could take place by March. Yeah, somebody's been keeping tabs on somebody out here. So we got epiphany. So somebody, you know, could have some type of epiphany. This is somebody that possibly, yeah, could have been denying, you know, like some type of involvement. And possibly, yeah, trying to get evidence on somebody. And, you know, theft by deception. And trying to use somebody, you know, energetically stealing from somebody. Anything else? So there's somebody that possibly, yeah, wants to, you know, explain. Yeah, but whoever this is, they've been caught, so they possibly, yeah, are only sorry, you know, or only want to explain because they got caught. So yeah, somebody's being told to trust your knowing. Somebody's also being told to continue to embrace your creativity out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, was trying to catch somebody in the act so they could have a one-up on somebody as well. But whoever this is, yeah, they're spreading negativity. And, yeah, it's infectious. So, somebody's being told to, yeah, cleanse your energy out here. But, yeah, whoever this is, they're falling victim to their own negative projections. Anything else? Somebody, you know, yeah, they could be denying their involvement in something. Yeah, somebody doesn't need to be fooled by whoever this is words, because they're involved. We got the sacral chakra. So, yeah, continue to embrace your creativity. Something about, yeah, somebody's sexually contagious, so be aware. But whoever this is, you know, that, yeah, like they got involved in the drama, or they allow people to get involved, to get them involved in some type of drama. Yeah, they wasn't even born to follow; they were born to lead. So yeah, so you decided to follow instead of lead. So yeah, like you lose your position, or yeah, you just, yeah, fall victim, you know, to your own negative projections. So continue to keep a positive outlook, even, you know, like in difficult times out here. Yep, and somebody's also being told to, you know, like let go and live more. This is giving me, you know, like somebody, you know, that could be all work and no play. Yeah, play a little bit more, you know. Anything else? It's 333 on the clock, so you could be seeing 333 a lot. Yeah. Just know that, yeah, nobody can hold you back because, yeah, it's your power. Yeah, whoever these people are, they're triggered by your power out here. We got an Aquarius, a Sagittarius, and a Cancer. You could be, you know, one of those signs, or these people, you know, are one of those signs. And just know, yeah, kindness is a strength. So people definitely, yeah, took somebody's kindness for weakness out here. Yep, a high vibrational person's kindness for weakness. Somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, like their silence is scary. So I feel like, yeah, like somebody's silence is power. And they just don't know it. Yep, but there goes that entitlement mindset. So somebody's entitlement mindset definitely, yeah, causes them, you know, like to take some type of a big loss out here. So again, continue to embrace your creativity, you know, continue to trust your knowing. But as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.